Jessica from Guns and Lace. For today's From the Bench, I'm going to be changing out this fixed buttstock, which some of you may still have on a rifle in your safe from back in the Clinton assault weapon ban days, or even on an old A2 style AR that needs upgrading from a fixed to a collapsible buttstock. As always, please check both state and federal laws and make sure any modifications are legal given your state and licensing laws. We don't want your doorbell ringing, for example, if you live in Washington, D.C. ATF does not stand for alcohol, tobacco, and firearms delivery. Now, always clear the rifle before you start working on it. To make things easier, we're going to place this AR-15 on a vise block and remove the upper from the lower. First, I'll take out the buffer spring, which is located in the buttstock. Depress the buffer slightly to release the pressure, and using a screwdriver in your other hand, push down on the buffer detent and slide the buffer out. To remove the fixed buttstock, there will be a flathead bolt at the back of the buttstock. As you unscrew it, you'll feel the buttstock separate from the lower. Slide the old buttstock off. Be careful to remove the rear takedown spring and put it somewhere safe. Next, unscrew the buffer tube. Now, unless you want to spend the next 10 minutes looking for the spring, put your finger over the buffer detent as you unscrew the tube so it doesn't launch itself across the room. Finding wayward springs is the hard part when it comes to working on a lot of firearms. Just saying. Take the carbine buffer tube and back the castle nut all the way back, and then push the egg plate all the way back as well. Start to screw it onto the buffer tower. Be careful not to cross thread it. Screw it down until you get to the buffer detent. Then put the buffer detent and spring back in the hole, holding it firm while you screw the tube in until it captures the detent. Now, if you did this right and you still have your spring, you'll want to take the rear takedown spring and put it in the lower. You may need to back this off a little bit for the spring to go in. With the spring held down, move the egg plate forward. Then tighten the castle nut by hand. To finish it up, tighten with an armorer's wrench. You big, strong he-men will need to be careful, as you can over-tighten. And you want to be gentle because it can strip if you do over tighten it. A lot of people stake the castle nut in place, but I like to change my AR-15's accessories often, so I don't stake the castle nut. Okay, all that's left to do now is to put the buttstock on. Pulling down on the lever, you can slide it all the way forward. Next, we'll put the new carbine buffer and buffer spring in the lower. Just push the buffer into the tube. The buffer detent will hold it in place. Put the upper back on and make sure the AR functions. The new adjustable buttstock allows me to size the rifle to my shoulder and arm length, creating a more ergonomic, safer, and versatile AR. Look, I didn't even break a nail. To be the first to see more from the bench video, subscribe to our YouTube channel. For gun reviews, models who shoot, and gear reviews, visit us online at gunsandlace.com or on Facebook at facebook.com/gunsandlace.